So let's talk about, can you file your taxes with a last paycheck stub? As a tax pro, that's a question we get asked every single year. And so the real answer is no, because IRS has different regulations for tax professionals, EAs, CPAs, as far as guidelines that we have to follow. And one of those guidelines is us not being able to file taxes with a last paycheck stub. Now, have people filed taxes utilizing their last paycheck stub? Yes, but is it legal? No. Now, how do people do that? They're able to do it because, of course, we file information digitally and electronically. And a lot of times tax pros utilize the information from a last paycheck stub, and they might have the taxpayers, employers, information, EIN number, and they place the information from the last paycheck stub on the W-2 in the software, and they submit the information out. Now, why don't you want to actually submit your information with a last paycheck stub? And the reason is because ultimately, if you have like different deductions coming out your wages during the year, your last paycheck stub and your W-2 is not going to match, because the amount that you're being taxed on is going to be different. And also, in the last couple of years, the IRS have increased the filters that they have, which means they target and flag certain returns so that they can do wage verification. And if your return is selected for wage verification, the IRS is going to check to make sure that the information that was reported to them is the same information that you reported on your tax return. And if it's not the same information, then the IRS is going to request you as the taxpayer to get an amendment done on your taxes. And you don't necessarily want amendments done on your taxes during tax season, because for the time for the IRS to process those amendments could take anywhere from 12 to 16 weeks. So it's always in your best interest not to allow anyone to file your taxes with a last paycheck stub. You do not want to get caught up and flagged with the IRS and stop your refund. So make sure y'all follow me at Gwen Wright on all social media platforms.